Hello, good evening, everyone. You are welcome to Talking with Dr. Laz, your favorite health program on television. My name is Dr. Laz Eze, and as usual, we're reaching you from your TV channel of choice, the Africa Independent Television, AIT. Yes, last week we started a conversation around a very important social issue. Many also consider it as a human rights issue, and is also a very important issue of public health concern. We talked about abortion, and we had two guests last week who provided their own thoughts and insights on what we need to do to end unsafe abortion in not just in Nigeria but in Africa, around the world. Abortion is a major cause of maternal mortality. Out of every 10 abortions done in Nigeria, is estimated that at least 6 of them are unsafe. So in other words, it shows that it's a major thing that claims the lives of many persons and also causes permanent disabilities for so many others. So joining me today to provide his own insight around these issues is a legal practitioner, this time not a medical doctor or someone with help, but he has extensive experience on issues that have to do with abortion. So I'm going to introduce him further after the break. So don't forget to join us on our social media handles, which are displayed on your screen, and also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Talking Niger TV, and let's keep the conversation going. We're going to take a break, and when we return, we go into the conversation proper, and I'll introduce my guests further. Do stay with us. Welcome back to Talk Here with Dr. Laz, your favorite health program on television. Yes, like I said before, we have our guest that is already in the studio. He's barrister Sonnie Ekwowusi, a member of This Day editorial board, This Day newspaper, and also a legal practitioner. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Dr. Laz.
Yeah, thank you so much. Over the years, you've been very vocal on issues that are related to abortion or termination of pregnancy.
Yes.
So, and I talked about setting data and
Yes,
all that.
yes.
So generally speaking, here in Nigeria, what is your perception on the burden of the problem? Let's begin from that.
Well, Dr. Laz, as you rightly said, I was one of the lawyers that actually stopped the attempt to legalize abortion in 2006. It was an attempt by Senator Desi Danjuma to legalize abortion in Nigeria under the euphemisms of women's reproductive right. And so it is, first of all, to recognize that abortion is illegal in Nigeria by virtue of section 228, 229, 230.
Did you say legal or illegal?
Illegal in Nigeria by virtue of section 228, 229, 230, and 328 of the Criminal Code. Abortion is illegal in Nigeria. Specifically, section 328 says that if a woman is given a substance that prevents her from giving birth or obstructs her pregnancy, the person that actually did that should be sentenced for life, so which is a very serious
Section
matter.
what?
Section 328
Of Criminal Code.
of the Criminal Code. So to be sentenced for life, it means that it's a very serious matter. But the combined effect of all these sections state that abortion is illegal in Nigeria without any exception, because people often think that there are exceptions, maybe when the health of the woman is in danger or whatever.
I think both the penal code and criminal code made those exceptions.
Yes, I mean, both there are no exceptions, because I've read the criminal code several times and all that. People think that there's exception to abortion. That's when the health of the woman is in danger, you could procure abortion.
But
no.
Many of your colleagues have actually said that.
But that is wrong. That is wrong because maybe they have not read the law properly. I have done so, and I have advocated on it, both in Nigeria and as United Nations, to say that abortion is legal in Nigeria and there are no exceptions, because the child in the womb is a human being. And so, in fact, the Child Rights Act also made insinuations to that effect, that if a child in the womb is killed, there's a penalty for it.
Okay.
So, so that is the situation in Nigeria, and because when you talk about
are you worried about the public health problem that it poses? The fact that many women are dying from the procedure.
If many
the
women
fact
are dying,
that it's causing a lot of disabilities.
Many women are dying because you say unsafe abortion. That is like an oxymoron, because abortion can never be safe. I mean, abortion, to begin with, it is illegal in Nigeria. Secondly, no woman that goes to procure abortion that doesn't come out with so many problems. That is psychological problems and even threat to life. So, to say that abortion is safe is an oxymoron, because
let me take you on that.
Yes,
abortion can be safe, medically speaking. You know, and there's been a lot of cases, and I can tell you that as a medical practitioner.
No, what I'm about to say that.
Also, the part that so many complications is also not true, because if you have to make a choice, you know, to saving the life of an unborn baby and saving the life of the mother, if you are faced with that situation, what are you going to do?
Oh, yeah, said that situation, you try as much as possible to save both, because
what if we save the mother who, for instance, in a case of preeclampsia?
Let me start with what you said before. We are saying that, look, that abortion has to be safe and all that. Abortion could be saved. That is not true, because, first of all, I said that abortion is illegal in Nigeria. So if it is safe,
what about miscarriage? That is a spontaneous abortion.
That's not abortion. That is spontaneous. That's not abortion.
No, but it's abortion. Abortion can be spontaneous or induced. So when it's spontaneous, it's said to be miscarriage.
It's not abortion, because nobody has induced. There's no inducement.
But that's the globally accepted definition.
When somebody goes out and does something to prevent pregnancy or procure abortion, that is illegal. That is crime in Nigeria. And you can't say that it is safe, because even if it is safe, somebody is going to die, a child is going to die.
But the law provides for if the life of the woman is at risk, and there are so many medical, there are a number of conditions that you have faced. For instance, if you have high blood pressure, hypertension in pregnancy, that's preeclampsia, eclampsia. You know, you could be faced with a situation to get the baby out, whether the baby is viable or not, because that's the only option that you have to save the life of the mother. So, and in that situation, as a medical practitioner, we make those decisions to save the life of the woman, and that's abortion.
As much as possible to save the life of both. There have been many cases don't intend to kill any of them, because
if the baby is 20 weeks old, if the baby is 20 weeks old, it's not age of survival.
If it is 20 weeks
but the baby needs to come out for the mother to live.
You can do surgery to get the baby out.
That's abortion.
What I'm saying, if you do a surgery,
medically speaking,
no, I'm talking about the intention, because the
law termination of pregnancy before it reaches
the law in Nigeria has to do
viability.
with mens rea. Mens rea is when you have a guilty mind. When you set out to kill either the mother or the baby, I've told you that in Nigeria there's no exception. I keep on saying it because people say there are exceptions. I've read the law several times. I don't know where they got it from.
Is there anybody that have been jailed in Nigeria
because
for saving the life of the woman?
I mean, the cases, I
can't
at the expense
of that of a baby.
I cannot remember, but many people who have procured the abortion have been taken to court, and some of them have been sentenced. I can't remember now. And I will tell you that in the last, I think, middle part of this year, my office petitioned against Restrictive. Restrictive is International Abortion Center.
You are accusing them, and they are not here to defend themselves.
No, they are not here. But you are saying that we petition.
Restrictive is involved in sexual reproductive health and rights. But please don't accuse them, because they are not here to defend themselves.
But I'm saying that they said they were doing,
they provide reproductive health services.
That is euphemism for abortion. And the police went there, handcuffed the doctor, because they saw...
How is it euphemism for abortion? Because reproductive health services is supporting women and they are to have their full physical, social, and mental well-being of their reproductive health and rights.
I go to United Nations, and whenever the phrase reproductive health services is mentioned, African countries are willing to reject it because if euphemism for abortion, why is euphemism? Because abortion is repugnant in this religious, cultural setting. So they are now using euphemisms to promote abortion, such as women's reproductive rights and services. Call it by the name, because if you call it by abortion, people are going to say no. Because
okay, we'll get back to that. We'll take. It's been explosive in here in the studio. We'll take a short break, and when we return, we are going to continue this conversation. And please feel free to share your opinions on our social media handles. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Talking Health with Dr. Laz, your favorite health program on television. I've been speaking with barrister Sonnie Ekwowusi, who is a member of editorial board of This Day newspaper, and he is also an advocate strongly against anything called abortion. I think I can safely say that. Yes. There were some points. Please, this is a health program, and I wouldn't sit here as a health practitioner and allow you say some things that could be misleading to the public. You are a lawyer, you could say certain things.
No, I'm a lawyer, but also
the medical
I've had
perspective.
I have some experience in this matter as well.
Reproductive health is not a euphemism for abortion.
It is,
because the definition, who defines this? The World Health Organization is the recognized institution that defines the languages we use
we have challenged
in the health sector.
We have challenged WHO because WHO, World Health Organization, is also promotes abortion. Unfortunately,
who challenged them?
No, we
is it your chamber?
No, not my chamber.
Your organization?
A group of pro-life NGOs over the world has challenged them, and you know that the United States not long ago stopped funding for World Health Organization. One of the reasons why they stopped that funding
was because of
because United World Health Organization is knee deep into abortion. Their definition
it was COVID-19 issues
before COVID-19
that led the United States under President Trump to withdraw their funds. It was clearly COVID-19 issues.
The definition of reproductive rights of reproductive health said that unwanted pregnancy, they use the phrase unwanted pregnancy. And unwanted pregnancy is another euphemism for abortion. You see, they keep on using dodgy language and dodgy phrases and all that. No. I'm saying this
English language.
No. Unwanted pregnancy.
And pregnancy.
Getting rid of wanted pregnancy.
How is it
it's abortion because they are saying that the pregnancy is unwanted.
Yes, when you are not prepared for pregnancy, when someone is not prepared.
What we are saying is that
every
life is important.
Not describe it as unwanted?
Ronaldo would have been aborted by his parents. As Ronaldo was aborted, we wouldn't have had a beautiful footballer today. So every life is important. So don't call the life unwanted pregnancy because God has made that life to come to the womb. So don't remove that.
So
don't kill that baby.
In a case where a young girl is raped, let me create a scenario.
Rape or incest?
Incest. Say a 13-year-old girl, or let's assume is your daughter or my daughter, right? And is raped, and after the rape becomes pregnant.
No, but not in all rape cases that are.
Yes, I'm giving that as an example because we have some rape cases where pregnancy occurs. And for a 13-year-old girl, the pregnancy possibly poses more risk to her health because the reproductive organs are not fully developed.
Quite agree.
So, and if you allow that pregnancy, is at the risk of having anemia in pregnancy, at the risk of having vesicovaginal fistula due to obstruction during birth, is at risk of so many other potential complications.
Yeah, because
if, for instance, parents sought medical advice and they had the two options, so okay, keeping this apart from other school effects on schools and other, but this is just purely a medical decision. These are the potential medical risk with this pregnancy, and this is also like the risk if you have to terminate it, not by going to a quack, but by a personnel. In that situation, which choice are you going to make?
What I'm saying that, the case of unwanted, incest and rape, they are called exception cases, Yes. Exception case in the sense that in a year, you can have about 0.1% of that.
Yes.
The majority
if
of abortion,
it's your daughter,
the majority
what
of abortion,
decision are you going to make?
Exception cannot be ruled, but the majority of abortion procured in a country has nothing to do with this exception case. There are people who have mistaken because of their lifestyle, they've gotten pregnant. These are the cases that majority of the cases fall into this one. I mean, people who have mistakenly they got pregnant. What we are saying and what I'm saying is that no matter how the pregnancy occurs, okay, try as much as possible to keep that child, because abortion is the greatest violence done to any girl.
But I personalize this case.
Abortion
I ask her.
Yes, I'm saying yes.
I say if it's your daughter.
Yeah, we have a case. Yes. I've had a case of
you are speaking as for population.
I will ask
in
for
this
the child.
Case, if it's your daughter,
I will ask for the child to be delivered. One, because that child, every child that comes to life is never a mistake. Every child that God, don't forget that.
We
cannot bring the child into the world. God also is involved. God is, you can say I'm bringing religion, but that's a fact.
Yes.
You can say that's a fact because
religion is there.
Every
but
human
can I ask
being,
you another question?
I've just asked that.
Yeah, let me ask you another question. We are short of time,
yes,
because before you cite your case, yes, religion, but there are people who don't believe in any religion, So, in your own case, you want your daughter to carry the baby, right?
To deliver that baby.
Yes. So, even if it's to take her life, that's your choice.
No, because going to death,
I'm
going
coming.
to do abortion is taking her life.
I'm coming, sir.
That's the greatest violence.
What if you have someone else who does not believe in religion? He's not a Christian, he's not a Muslim, and Nigeria is a society that is not a religious country.
No,
right?
I would say that abortion.
So don't that person have the right
to
make
issue,
a decision
it's not a religious
to say, okay, I want my daughter to have a better chance at living instead of perhaps this pregnancy taking the life.
It's a issue of
Shouldn't that person by law be allowed to exercise it?
Rejecting abortion has nothing to do with religion. It cuts across. Whether you're a pagan, whether you're a Hindu, whether you're a Muslim, that person should have a common sense to say, look, if this young girl goes to do abortion, she might die in the process. So better for her to try to give birth to this child. So it has nothing to do with religion.
That, people do cesarean section.
Of course. Which successful, yes.
Successful.
To bring out the baby, yes.
Right,
exactly.
bring out a
baby,
live
exactly. So that's what I say. That.
So,
and there are many girls have
and it saves the lives of many women.
Yes.
So why do you equate? Because in many developed countries, Europe, North America, where abortion laws are very liberal, people do abortion and they don't get to die. In fact, more persons die in abortion in countries that have highly restrictive laws, against abortion.
You cannot legalize.
Because when people cannot go and meet skilled medical personnel, they go to meet quacks, and that increases their chance of death. So don't you think with that data,
even if it's done by a specialist, what you are saying is that you are killing a human being. It is like saying, let us legalize armed robbery because armed robbery is rampant now. We legalize armed robbery.
But are you not concerned that we are losing more lives in countries that have more restrictive, that's to unsafe abortion? Okay, before we close, can I ask you about contraception?
My argument is that even if it is safe, so-called safe, in quote, by an expert, you are killing a human being. You are reducing capital of a nation. Don't forget that all this abortion pressure and all that has to do with foreign countries trying to put pressure on third world countries and African countries to reduce their human capital because they are afraid that they might become a world power. There is ideological.
But some say it's a conspiracy theory.
It is. It's a good conspiracy theory because they are interested in our population. They want to reduce our human capital. They have made a mistake. That's why if you go to Europe today, they are shrinking because they can't grow again. Families are no longer giving birth.
But our population is depleting from many who are dying from
it's
clandestine.
No. What I'm saying.
But let me ask you this question. Okay. My guest the previous week, we were talking about how to end it.
Yes.
Right? And I really want us to close on that note. How do we end it?
How to end it?
The law, our law is highly restrictive already. Yes, right? You say it's illegal. But the reality is people still do it. So some have argued that maybe if we have more access to contraception, family planning services or contraceptive devices, that will help. Some have also said we should have comprehensive sexuality education in schools to educate young people, because whether we like it or not, young people are having sex.
Well, you are going back.
So
I mean, that's an assumption.
Do you think
that's an assumption
through proper
that,
education in families and in schools and making contraception available, we are going to reduce unwanted pregnancy and at the same time reduce the rate of abortion?
Don't forget that many contraceptives are abortive efficient. They're saying that it is leads to something. What I'm saying, you are killing a human being, for God's sake. You don't
by
do
using
that.
contraception.
You don't. Yes, you don't do that
that's
because
not true.
it has abortive efficient
no,
effect.
No,
okay?
that's not true.
No,
So do you have evidence? Do you carry out any study with evidence to say that?
Mary stopped, and when the police got there, the police asked them. My evidence that police asked them, "What are you doing here? What is the contraceptive?" They say, it's for them not to.
You keep mentioning Maris. I'm going to bring them on this program.
I will come. I will come.
Be ready to, because you are laying a lot of allegations
with the police,
where they are not here to defend themselves.
The police, and the police saw a lot of things. What I'm saying is that, look.
But it is not true. It is not true.
The solution.
By Mr. Ekwowusi, I don't want our viewers to of course, they will choose whether to believe a lawyer or to believe it is not true that family planning services are used for abortion.
Family planning services
it is not true. It prevents
abortion.
It prevents
pregnancy. You use the
until
normal,
someone is ready.
If you want to prevent, you want to space out your children, you need the normal method that doesn't involve killing the child. That doesn't involve endangering. Don't forget that contraceptives are very dangerous.
Family planning services. There's no child. There's no child before you take family planning services. There's no child yet.
What
it does is it prevents the estrogen hormones from being released. And when estrogen hormones are not, being released, there will not be the egg to be fertilized.
After effect, when the woman grows and marries, the repercussions start happening. Cancer, of cancer. I'm not a medical doctor, but I don't know this. Many of them have the danger of not having children at all when they get married, because when they are young, they are taking contraceptives, and when the contraceptive enters the body. Do you have
evidence for that?
Well, it is written. I mean, even the Lancet, the Lancet magazine talks about.
But from my practice, I've seen a lot of women
I'm not a medical doctor,
who had contraception.
I know.
And when they were ready, they stopped and they had babies that were delivered.
Maybe they are lucky. The majority of them
but the federal government of Nigeria, the Federal Ministry of Health,
it is wrong. We have taken
Federal Ministry of Health have policies that support contraception. The women are using it, and there is no widespread complaint from Nigerian women that they are not having pregnancy because of the use of contraception.
To court in Lagos State. We take the Lagos State government to court many years ago over sex education, comprehensive education, because they corrupted the integrated science to include breast enlargement, sterilization. We went to Federal High Court, and that matter was withdrawn. We settled out of court, and the Lagos State government withdrew the abrasive syllabus.
If some people say that you have so many conspiracy theories, how are you going to respond to that?
It's not conspiracy theory because
you've not really came up with strong evidence to back up many of these claims.
The evidence I have is that whenever these phrases are mentioned at the United Nations, New York, African countries do not agree. Okay, reproductive rights services, all these things that they have mentioned, because they are saying that it's a way of reducing the human capital of Africa.
Right now, we are in economic recession.
It's not a conspiracy theory.
But we are in economic recession.
What it means
our population is growing faster than our economy.
But I said that.
So we are the poverty capital of the world. Our schools are not enough for people. We don't have quality health care. Are you not concerned?
Solution is not to kill somebody.
We should moderate. We say family planning.
You should moderate by using your common sense
to make their choices.
What I'm saying is that I don't need
United
Nations to tell me.
But the government of Nigeria, Federal Ministry of Health,
is doing it wrongly.
Have a policy for the Nigerian people, and you are saying they are getting it wrong.
They are pushing abortion. They are pushing contraception. What we are saying
is
that
the federal government is pushing abortion.
Leave the families to decide, because they are not stupid.
Are you saying that the Federal Ministry of Health of Nigeria
and they are wrong in doing that?
Pushing abortion?
I have challenged them to. They just have to stop. If they listen to me, if they don't stop, we are going to go to court and embarrass them. Okay?
But the bill you claim you stopped in 2006, is it the reproductive rights bill that was sponsored by Senator Daisy Danjuma?
Yes, it was stopped because.
But that was not an abortion bill.
We told her that it was an abortion bill. She said no.
Was it not
and
a black
we told her, I was one of the lawyers that argued against it. She pretended she said it was an abortion, and that bill was defeated. Others have been defeated. One of Imo State, I was involved, was also defeated. The one of Anambra, we are fighting about it. I have defeated so many bills at National Assembly because what I do is to interpret all this jargon.
Possibly you blackmail them in the court of public opinion.
They learn from me because
what evidence
because
did you use?
I go to the United Nations and say, look, this thing means so and so. They are using euphemism. They are using dodgy word language.
But United Nations didn't agree with you because
all
these reproductive rights and laws,
at the UN.
WHO have policies. Federal government, state government, everybody have policies.
But they don't. They will not come to Nigeria because we are watching out. We stop the reproductive rights. We stop the so-called gender equality law because
what's wrong with gender equality?
Euphemism for homosexuality and lesbianism. We say, look, the language you are using is language of euphemism.
It appears that
you are not with us now.
Every language in the...
I am a man of experience. I have traveled.
It appears that every language in the health sector...
I will invite you to come and see what we are seeing.
Euphemism.
No, because I have gone around.
Abortion and something negative.
I am an experienced man. I am 30 years in the bar as a lawyer.
But not in the medical profession.
Many years. I don't have to be a doctor to know about this.
But what you are saying has no evidence.
I have been in public space. I'm a writer. I have been debating. I have argued. And I have seen things. I travel a lot. So I cannot just be telling you. It's not hearsay.
A lot of persons that accuse you of misleading the Nigerian people on this issue.
And we have stopped them. We have stopped them. So they come back. We are going to continue to stop them because they are doing something that is not right. They want to damage our human capital, and we have stopped them. And we continue to stop them. Thank God we are continuing to stop them. They have accused us and we are saying, no way, they're not going to make progress because we are here. Thank you very much. My solution is that let us keep the family in proper check. You know, if you come from a very good family,
so just round up very quickly.
You can hardly go wrong. But if you don't take care of the family, because the family is the fundamental unit of society, the family has to be taken care of. And once you're taken care of, all this problem of unwanted pregnancy, babies, and all that will not be there.
Okay,
but when you need the family, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Barrister Barrister Sonnie Ekwowusi. That's been an explosive interview, you might say, and I'm very sure that a lot of persons will want to respond to many of the claims you made there. But I agree with you with taking care of the family and babies' pregnancies being planned and all decisions being made. You know, but it is not true that the federal government of Nigeria or the Federal Ministry of Health has taken any decision to harm the Nigerian people. I really have to stress that. Thank you, but it's democracy, it's freedom of expression, you know, which you've freely expressed. So thank you very much, our viewers, and keep the conversation going on our social media platforms. I hope to see you again, same station, same time next week. My name is still Dr. Laz. See you. Bye for now.